Hello there, all you beautiful people out there in YouTube world. My name's Michelle, the Music Mom, and I'm in a collaboration called Wait Is Enough. It was started by Transforming Melody and Spanky Cola, who is also known as Rhonda. There are other wonderful, wonderful people that are joining in on this collab. Please check them out below. Give them kudos, give them support, and they will also give you support. So help each other out. That's what we're here for. That's what's so wonderful about, about this collaboration. This week, I did really well on lots of things. And for example, I wrote in my journal every day. I drank, if I believe correctly, let me double check. I believe, here we go. I drank at least 30 ounces or more, and yesterday I started drinking a little bit more. Yay! And which also corresponds with I'm drinking a little less Coke Zero, so that's a good thing. I've written in here every day. That's a bonus because I'm discovering some things about me that I knew, but I just didn't want to confirm and completely admit to it, to tell you the truth. And I'll share that with you in just a minute. I want to tell you what else I did well this week. I did exercise at least 30 minutes a day, received 10,000 steps or more each day. Good job. Like I said, and tracked on my phone for Weight Watchers every day. So I did good, including the bad stuff. I tracked everything, good, bad, and ugly. It's all there. Yeah, and that gets me to the good stuff that I did. Now what about my weight? Well, my weight wasn't the greatest this week. It went up. And I'm trying to figure out why do I have this urge to binge or eat or, what do I want to say? Or, I don't know, just snack. There's no reason for it, but inside I feel stressed or a little bit of anxiousness. Okay, a lot of anxiousness, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. And that is what I'm trying to figure out this week. Those are the things that I've never really put into words before. My anxious feeling, what is causing me to be anxious? Well, let's put it this way. My husband's gone most of the time, and when he comes home, I don't know why I feel anxious. I love him dearly. He's a wonderful man. But the household feels different when he's home. It's different right now since we have the whole family living together, my oldest and his family and us. So I think there's a little bit of friction. Okay, there's not a little bit. There is friction going on, but it's not verbal and it's not mean or anything like that. There's no arguments. But there's that friction, you know, and I sense that stuff and it bothers me. And so I think that has a lot to do with my nervous and my anxious feeling and my needing to eat. Because the interesting thing is when he's on the road, I don't feel that way. I mean, like I said, I love him very dearly, but I know when he comes home, the situation is challenging for him because it just is. He's very set in his ways, and which is not a bad thing, and it doesn't bother me. But being set in his ways, he has a certain way of things, and you can feel that friction because he is not able to relax like he needs to when he's home, and so that upsets me. And there's nothing I can do about it, but I wish I could, because I want him to relax and I want him to feel comfortable in his own house. And I don't know why he doesn't feel that way, like he can let down. So I think that has a lot to do with my anxious eating and my stressful eating. So next week, he's going to be home all week and possibly part of next week, which is a surprise. And we were expecting him to be gone part of this week and part of next week. But it's okay because it's going to teach me to take some breaths and realize, you know, it's the way it is. And then my son comes home on Thursday. He's been down in on his old base working working and learning a new trade, because even though he's out of the military, he still is with the National Guard and helping them. And so he had to go get some more training. And the funny thing is, he ended up back where he didn't want to be. But oh well, that's the way it is. And it's sort of ironic. Maybe he's going to figure some things out for that. So anyway, he comes home on Thursday evening sometime, and possibly Friday morning. And so, of course, more of this is going to brew, because everybody has their own disposition and how their life goes. So since my oldest and his family have lived on base by themselves for 8 years, you know, they have their ways, and that's okay. But it affects everybody else in the house, and vice versa. Our ways affect them. So it's complex. But I'm going to learn how to deal with this, because, you know, I want everybody to be content. And it's not that everybody doesn't love each other. They all do. It's just they all have their different ways. And that's hard. And it's very hard. So maybe you have some of those issues in your house and your family or whatever, and you just can't put your finger on why in the world am I feeling this way? And it could be something similar, that there's some underlying tones that you're sensing, and it's causing you to eat. So kudos for me for actually admitting that and realizing, hey, that could be the major underlying problem here. And, you know, life is what life is. I can't keep everything in a pretty package. Even though the package isn't bad, it's, you know, it's not ripped or torn or anything. It's just, oh well, it is what it is. I'm just blessed to have everybody here. And see, that makes me happy. And I think makes me sad when I don't think my husband feels the same way. Just because he has his routines, and so we just have to figure them out. Anyway, so what are my goals this week? Well, I'm going to drink 40 to 50 ounces of water, since I've done well with the 30 to 40 this past week, so I'm going to move it up. I am going to continue exercising like I have been doing. I'm going to continue tracking like I have been doing. I'm going to be writing in the journal and hopefully figure out some new things. And let's see, what else am I missing? I'm not quite sure. And just learning to live with and seeing the joy in this household that we have, the joy that we get to be together for a short period of time. And it's wonderful, because it will be so short that the time will be up and they will be able to be on their own feet and have their own place, and so we won't get to see them as much. So for right now, I think it's a great thing, and I'm blessed. So how are you doing? What can I help you with? Can I pray? Can I give you some suggestions and whatever else? Just let me know. Oh, I wanted to mention something to Heather. I did go out and buy cans of Coke Zero. I'm going to see how they work this week. I had to get rid of my bottles of Coke Zero. So in my head I have, because it's a bottle of Coke Zero, I can twist the cap on and I won't spill it, but I'll spill a can. I just have to be a little more careful, that's all. So anyway, I'm going to try that. Thank you for your idea. I appreciate that. Anyway, if I can help any of you in any way, please let me know. And anyway, may the Lord bless and keep you. May his face shine down upon you. Until we meet again, have a very, very blessed week. Bye-bye.